In the heart of a dense forest, there lied a path seldom travelled. It was said that those who ventured upon it never returned, for the woods held a dark secret. A serial murderer lurked in the shadows, preying on unsuspecting travellers. It was a moonless night when a group of friends decided to challenge their fears and explore the forbidden path. As they ventured deeper into the forest, an eerie silence enveloped them. The air grew colder, and the trees seemed to whisper haunting melodies to each other. Unbeknownst to the travellers, their every step was being watched. The serial murderer, known as the Whispering Shadow, moved with the grace of a ghost, blending seamlessly into the darkness. His eyes gleamed with a sinister hunger as he observed his victims plotting his next move. The group of friends, oblivious to the impending danger, continued on their journey, but as they ventured deeper, they became increasingly aware of the eerie atmosphere that surrounded them. Strange sounds echoed through the trees, and the wind carried whispers that sent shivers down their spines. Suddenly, one of them stumbled upon an old, dilapidated cabin. Its broken windows and rotting wood seemed to emit an ominous energy. Curiosity got the better of them, and they decided to investigate, unaware that they had just walked into the lair of the Whispering Shadow. Inside the cabin, they discovered a collection of macabre artifacts, photographs, newspaper clippings, and personal belongings of his past victims. It became clear that they had stumbled upon the chilling legacy of a serial murderer who had haunted these woods for years. Just as they were about to leave, a creaking sound echoed through the cabin. Panic washed over them as they realized they were not alone. The Whispering Shadow had discovered their presence and now hunted them with a relentless determination. As the friends fought to survive, they navigated the treacherous forest, desperately trying to escape the clutches of their pursuer. Each step they took was met with darkness, uncertainty, and the ever-present threat of death. The Whispering Shadow seemed to anticipate their every move, his presence looming over them like an inescapable nightmare. With each passing night, the Whispering Shadow grew bolder, leaving a trail of terror and despair in his wake. The forest became a labyrinth of fear, its trees twisting and contorting with malevolence. The friends were trapped in a nightmare, their only hope for survival lying in the discovery of the forest's darkest secret. Will they unveil the truth behind the Whispering Shadow's gruesome acts? Or will they become just another victim lost forever in the depths of the haunted woods? As the friends desperately searched for a way out of the nightmarish forest, they stumbled upon an ancient stone altar hidden deep within the trees. Its weathered surface was adorned with cryptic symbols hinting at a dark ritual that had taken place long ago. Driven by a glimmer of hope, they decided to investigate further, unaware of the danger that awaited them. As they approached the altar, a chilling wind swept through the forest, carrying with it the ghostly whispers of the Whispering Shadow's victims. The air crackled with an otherworldly energy, and a sense of impending doom hung heavy in the air. With trembling hands, they deciphered the symbols etched onto the altar, revealing a ritual that promised to banish the Whispering Shadow from the forest forever. It required the sacrifice of a pure soul, a willing martyr who would offer their life to break the curse that held the murderer captive. Fear and desperation clouded their judgment, and one of the friends, driven to save the others, volunteered to be the sacrifice. The group hesitated, torn between their loyalty and the chance to escape the clutches of the Whispering Shadow. As the moon reached its zenith, casting an eerie glow over the forest, the friends held a solemn ceremony. The chosen sacrifice stood at the center of the altar, surrounded by the others, their hearts heavy with grief and uncertainty. In a moment of eerie silence, the friends chanted the ancient incantations, their voices trembling with a mixture of fear and determination. The air grew thick with anticipation, as if the very forest held its breath. And then, with a blinding flash of light, the ritual was complete. The forest erupted in chaos, the trees thrashed violently, their branches lashing out in a desperate attempt to thwart the sacrifice. The Whispering Shadow's angry wails filled the air, echoing through the forest, as if the very essence of his existence was being torn away. And then, as quickly as it had begun, silence fell over the forest. The friends stood in awe, their gazes fixated on the place where the whispering shadow had once lurked. It was empty, devoid of any trace of the murderer who had haunted their nightmares. With a mixture of relief and sorrow, the friends left the forest behind. With a mixture of relief and sorrow, the friends left the forest behind, forever changed by the horrors they had witnessed. The path that had once held their doom was now a path of redemption, a testament to their bravery and sacrifice. But as they returned to their normal lives, a lingering question remained: had they truly banished the whispering shadow? Or had they merely unleashed an even greater evil upon the world? Only time would reveal the true consequences of their desperate act, as the forest waited in eerie silence, ready to claim its next victims.